continue to move mindfully through your day, as you continue to increase your ability to be compassionate and loving, you start to increase your own personal power to do good. As we individually collect and generate our power through our practice, when we come together and we bring that all together, then it expands exponentially.
Hey Journeys, where y'all been? It's Unique and I'm back with another video. So today I wanted to tell y'all about my experience going to yoga for a week straight. I was very intentional about when I would show up and finding the classes that was in my local area that were either free or low cost to me so that I can save some coins, because y'all know I love to save coin, okay? I had like this epiphany in one of my yoga sessions that y'all saw on the vlog the other week. I want to go to yoga for a week just to see what would happen. I actually started going to yoga back in 2019. I believe in yoga. It was transformative as always. I don't know how to describe it, but I love the sensation. It was good overall. I also thoroughly enjoyed being present at the end. I don't know what they call it. Is it Savasana? That's literally like my favorite part, where you just lay back. My body feels like, ooh. The stretch that we was doing, honey. My hamstrings, like, I'm saying my body feel good now, but I'm probably gonna feel this in the morning. I did not know my body could do some of the things that I did. From that point, it has definitely evolved to this whole other experience for me. I'm high as hell. I'm high off the Zen, honey. I can definitely witness my growth and how much I'm getting way better at trusting myself, trusting my body, and being able to focus in on a now moment. A lot of challenges I felt like I have overcome by going to yoga consistently. Some of the restraints and limitations that I had on myself, they no longer exist. Hey guys, so I just finished Saturday salutations at the BMFA. It's my first time coming. I'm so glad that I came because it's so beautiful out and the sun is shining bright and I couldn't be more happier. So I have given myself a promise that I would do more activity as well as just impart more into my mind, body, and spirit. Before coming on here, I was like, I'm gonna come on here in my like natural state, and I said, you know, I gotta really stop being so hard on myself, how I look, my body, and everything like that. I get to yoga and she is like talking about body positivity the entire time. It just all came together and I was just like, that is further confirmation that I really have to work on being more confident in how I look, how I am, without the extra stuff, having the comfort in who I am, like inside and out. I am happy to be authentically me. I am happy to be authentically me. And that is what I return to every time I was in a challenging pose or whenever I stop breathing. Some things that I noticed about myself at the very beginning versus where I am in my journey at this point are two totally different parallels, which is so amazing to actually witness my growth in the process. I'm so grateful that I document these experiences like this on my channel as well as my podcast, just to see exactly how far it is that I've come. Reflecting back on things is definitely a space that I have been in, and just seeing like how far I've come, the wisdom that I've gained, and the lessons that I've learned. I have more than enough time to do all the things that I love and enjoy. That's the motto. I have more than enough time to do all the things that I love and enjoy. Popping up at yoga before work is proof of that. Oh my gosh, my body feels like, ooh, the stretch that we was doing, honey. My hamstrings, like, I'm saying my body feels good now, but I'm probably gonna feel this in the morning, because I really like, I did not know my body could do some of the things that yoga has taught me a lot. I have had tremendous growth going to the practice and immersing myself as a part of it. It's a all-encompassing, holistic practice that really just embodies so many different things. And something that yoga has taught me is embodiment. And that's pretty much what the focus is of this video that I wanted to come and share with y'all today. This is not a video to tell you to go and do yoga, be in the practice, go be a part of it, find a local one where you live. No. Even though I do personally believe that yoga is for all and that there is space for everyone, I do know that just because I do something doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best for the next person. And also the experience that I'm coming to yoga for can differ than the next person, and it's really just all of our different unique experiences coming together in a cumulative way that actually makes the space what it is. The way in which we all show up in this world is different and unique to us, but it's so necessary for it to be that way, because it does strengthen the collective. When I go to different classes, that's actually a part of the experience that I get. Just seeing how everyone is coming in an array of differences and key characteristics and qualities about themselves, and how we're all actually on different levels. At the very beginning, I wanted to walk in there and just do all of these things with my body and make my body do these things and compete with myself as to whether I can get in this pose without wobbling, and compete with the way that my body looks in my pose, and thinking about all these things. It really took me away from a space of actually being able to be mindful in the practice, or even like in tune with myself. I will often look at my neighbor and see what they were doing, but all of our bodies are different. And so over the course of me going to multiple different classes and sessions consistently over the last few years, it's really helped me step into a space where I'm actually in my own embodiment, and I don't see other people as much as I did before compared to when I first started. Now y'all, I am human. I still go through phases where I'm looking at my neighbors, seeing what it is that they're doing while I'm supposed to be focusing on myself. I do it sometimes, but I'm not codependent on the other people that's in my practice to show me the moves, and I also don't feel codependent to do every single thing that the yogi is instructing us to do, because I have gotten to the point where I feel comfortable enough in that space to be in my own embodiment. And if I'm really stepping into my own embodiment, I'm not going to look the same as the person that's next to me. I'm in a place where I'm stepping into my own embodiment more and seeing what it is that my body actually needs, and coexisting with the space and the practice that stands. I'm finding what my limitations are, if any. I'm actually also finding how far my body could actually go beyond what my mind would believe that it could go. There's so many times where I really surprise myself about my abilities. I would think that I would be able to do something one way, and then it turns out a totally different way. And then there's also poses where I feel like I got this, and I I don't be having it like that, you know, and it really takes time. And also knowing that what you do on one side may not always look how it looks on the other side. We are pretty much symmetrical beings, but at the same time, like, there's rarely a side of us that looks exactly the same. There's very distinct characteristics that like actually changes and makes our features what they are on our face, but also those things happen in our body. Like, some people have one leg that's longer than the other. Some people's skin color is different on one side versus the other, and these are different little things that you just learn more about yourself when you're in a yoga practice, or at least I have anyway. Also, being able to like go within, to me, closing my eyes in my practice has definitely been so beneficial because it allows me to step out of a space where I'm looking at others and comparing my body to others and comparing my practice to the next person. It's allowed me to really see me. And there's certain poses that come up that like actually brings up a light within that I didn't even know was lying like dormant in my body. That's why movement is really, really important, and that's why I'm so like passionate about getting up and moving my body as consistently as I can, if not every single day. Yoga provided me the space to be able to do that. It provided me the space to be able to move energy around, move things that had attached itself to my body that I may have felt mentally or emotionally that I could be able to address in my poses and in my practice, and coming into acceptance of those things, setting intention to release the things that don't serve me, and also being in a space where I can notice things about myself that I may have missed in my like waking reality when I'm going about distracted, just doing all kinds of other things with my day, and I'm not actually taking a moment to really be mindful. Mindfulness is so important, y'all. If you're looking for a text that can help you as it relates to your mindfulness, I definitely recommend checking out The Artist's Way. It's a really good workbook if you are trying to step more into your mindfulness. That is definitely one that I would recommend, and it has been buzzing around as of lately, and I need to like go into the storage and try to find mine, because I actually got it when I was in college from a contemplative practices in the arts class, which is so crazy because I never thought that I would do contemplative practices outside of that class, and at that time I felt like a lot of the assignments that she gave us was pretty dumb, and I just was not on the frequency to receive. But the universe and spirit had gave me that class and those books to kind of lay a foundation and give me little inklings for a time such as this. Also, what I noticed about going to yoga for a week, my sense of intuitiveness and how much I'm feeling things deeply has really, really opened itself up. I know recently we had October 31st, a major time for the veil to be pushed aside. The veil was so thin October 31st, y'all. Like, when I said I was feeling everything, I felt so many things, and now it's at the point that when I'm walking around, I just feel my energy. I haven't been this in tune with my body in a really, really, really long time, and I know that all of this is a process, but if I could just get that joy back, that purity back that I came into this world with, that sense of consciousness that I came here with like as a baby, that would literally transform my entire like experience here. I know it, and so I'm really just taking small actions and steps to have that integrated in my life again, because I feel like it's something that I end up kind of losing along the way. And so yoga is really a process of me relearning myself and getting back connected with my truest essence of who it is that I am. My vulnerability levels have been heightened. So I had my moon cycle this past week. At the tail end of my yoga week, my emotions was just really, really all over the place. My emotions was really, really heightened. I felt everything, okay? I also felt a lot of things sensationally through my body, and just being on this high of connectedness with spirit and myself it's unmatched. Like, you really just have to experience it for yourself. Some things I can't really put into words. I was freaking out. I don't know what to do with all of this energy. I feel like I should be doing something, and I just kept being called, like, through different signs and messages to just feel into what it is that I was feeling and have a moment with those feelings and embrace them for what they are. And knowing that we don't always have to be in the masculine energy of action and doing. It's okay to just feel into the consciousness and the sensations that you get after consistently meditating and having a yoga practice. I want to end sharing this experience with y'all by just telling y'all something that happened to me at one of my other sessions. It was the end of the session, and we were walking out, and this girl walked up to me, and she was just like, "Your practice is so inspiring." And she said, "How you move your body, it really just inspired me. I came in here, I was worried because I was late. Just the way that you flow in your practice, it really inspired me." And I told her thank you. It was really such a reassuring thing to hear. Y'all know I'm trying to step out of spaces of being in my ego or seeking external validation from others. When I say that day I didn't pay attention to anyone, I was literally in the moments of my own body. I was also connecting with the space that we were in. We were outside in like this park, and so just connecting with the sky and the sun and the birds and the tree, the grass, and smelling the scents and being aware of the animals and the birds and the sounds and everything like that I really wasn't paying attention to nobody. I didn't even know that I was being watched. I was so like deep within my practice. I didn't even realize that someone was actually looking at me. I feel as if that was a full circle moment, considering where it was that I have started in my practice and how it is that I've ended up after doing it consistently. And just having this yoga week was extremely beneficial for me in the best way. I feel like it's so many more levels that I can reach in my practice, and one day I will also get there. But I'm happy that I am taking the time to really strengthen the muscle of being mindful, being present, having a sense of awareness, and raising my consciousness, my frequency, and my vibration by taking a moment to be with myself. So I hope that y'all were able to gain some insight from this experience. If y'all have had experiences with yoga that you would like to share, don't hesitate to put those in the comment section down below. I would love to have a conversation with y'all about it. If y'all enjoy videos like these, don't hesitate to hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't considered subscribing to my channel already, then definitely consider doing so. That way you can always be on the up and up as soon as the next time that I post another video. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I will see y'all on my next one. Bye, Johnny. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoy conversations like this, then definitely come and check out my podcast. It's Journey Free Podcast. You can find us at anchor.fm/journeyfreepodcast. We host on multiple platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, and so many more.
So our reach expands beyond our own household, even beyond our community. Like, if you imagine that our collective energy and power here, the combined power of our meditation has the ability to change something, you would put a little bit more effort in, right? And so you have like an opportunity to either believe your meditation and your collective energy works, or it doesn't, right? It's pretty simple.